Youngsters are violent because they feel it's prestigious or it's status symbol. Non-violence happens in silence. In this knowledge sheet, Gurudev shares, voice of non-violence should be heard loud and clear. We need to promote love, compassion and belonging. Jai Gurudev. Welcome everyone on this wonderful journey within. Today's knowledge sheet is The Noise of Nonviolence, given on 21st April 1999, Apple Valley, California, United States. Often violence comes with noise. Non-violence happens in silence. People who are violent make a lot of noise. They make it known. People who are non-violent are quiet. The time has come for people who are non-violent to make noise so that violence will quiet down. The message of non-violence has to come loud and clear so it can be heard from a young age. A sense of shame has to be connected with anger and violence. The reason for anger and violence in young people is that it's associated with a sense of pride, not shame. They think it is prestigious or status symbol to be aggressive. This promotes aggression and violence, and as a result, human values are diminishing in society. Some movies and contemporary music glorify frustration, anger, and revenge and make this a role model for children. We need to promote human values, especially love, compassion, and belongingness, loud and clear. Don't be shy or apologetic in talking about spiritual knowledge and practices, as only spirituality can nurture human values. Question: if people are ashamed to be angry, won't that make them unnatural and bring a resistance to anger that will make it persist? Gurudev replies, if they are not ashamed, they will feel they have a license to get angry and violent. Sometimes resistance is a good thing, like resisting a disease or resisting to bad habits. This is again such a wonderful knowledge sheet. Gurudev explaining in this so nicely that voice of non-violence should be heard loud and clear. So here Gurudev is explaining why nowadays youngsters are becoming more aggressive and violent. So because they feel like this is status symbol, that's why they are becoming aggressive, violent. And here Gurudev is explaining a sense of shame has to be connected with anger and violence. If this is connected with sense of shame, then they will not feel like I have to get angry, or they will feel that shame whenever they get angry. Some people ask me, anger comes, then what to do? So all our breathing techniques, meditations are for that only. If you practice this breathing techniques called Sudarshan, Kriya and meditation every day, this anger will go away from you. And here Gurudev is saying one more thing. Some movies or music glorifies frustration, anger, revenge, and these things are becoming role model for children. So we have to promote human values, love, compassion and belongingness. And that too loud and clear. Someone is asking this question: if a person will feel ashamed to become angry and that person starts resisting anger, then it again persists. What you resist is persist. So Gurudev is explaining, if you don't resist, then it will be like you have a freedom. You can get angry, you can become violent. Few things definitely we can resist, like diseases, bad habits. And this line is so wonderful. Don't be shy or apologetic in talking about spiritual knowledge and practices, as only spirituality can nurture human values. I remember that incident when Gurudev was in Colombia and he was mediating between Colombian government and FARC. So 50-year-old, that civil war got resolved with this non-violence. Non-violence is a power, and Gurudev is symbol of this non-violence. His non-violent presence allowed everyone's mind to settle down, and that 5 decades old civil war got resolved. This is the power of non-violence. And only spirituality can nurture human values. Title for next knowledge sheet is Choices and Confusion. When doubt creeps in, any action can increase uncertainties in choices often lead you to a longing for what others have, distracting you from appreciating your own life. In this knowledge sheet, Gurudev shares, instead of wrestling with decisions, take a break and find clarity. True freedom comes from choicelessness. I will be reading this knowledge sheet for all of you in next video. Thank you. Jai Gurudev.